Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss exercise 7b. We are in indefinite integration. So let us have a discussion. Whatever the questions we are discussing there, which will help you in MSET and JEE, BITSET and VIT also. Any competitive exams related to mathematics which is in calculus part. So let us have a discussion. The first question. Evaluate integral 0 to 2 mod 1 minus x into dx. Here mod x definition we know that. See here, mod x equal to plus x when x is greater than 0, which is equal to minus x when x is less than 0, equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. Similarly, mod 1 minus x also we have to define. See, mod 1 minus x equal to 1 minus x. When it is 1 minus x, mod 1 minus x equal to 1 minus x, when we have to write 1 minus x is greater than 0. 1 minus x is greater than 0 meaning is 1 is greater than x. 1 is greater than x means x is less than 1. That implies x is less than 1. When x is less than 1, mod 1 minus x value goes to be 1 minus x. Similarly, mod 1 minus x is equal to minus of 1 minus x. 1 minus x is less than 0. So 1 minus x is less than 0 means 1 is less than x. 1 is less than x meaning is x is greater than 1. When x is greater than 1, mod 1 minus x can be written as minus of x 1 minus x. Minus of 1 minus x is also equal to x minus 1. Multiply each and every term of this one by minus 1. So minus 1 plus x. So x minus. Now come to the given integral. Integral 0 to 2. In between 0 to 2 we have here 0, here 2. In between 0 to 2, one number is there. No? So the given integral we can split into 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. This part is x is less than 1. This is x is greater than 1. So in this interval x is less than 1, you can consider mod 1 minus x as 1 minus x. X is greater than 1. In this interval, mod 1 minus x is x minus 1 you can take. See here, integral 0 to 2 mod 1 minus x dx equal to integral 0 to 1 mod 1 minus x into dx plus integral 0 to 1 mod 1 minus 1 to 2. 1 to 2 mod 1 minus x into dx. Integral 0 to 1 mod 1 minus x dx. Integral 1 to 2 mod 1 minus x into dx. Integral 0 to 1, that means x is greater than 0 and x is less than 1. When x is less than 1, what is the value of mod 1 minus x? 1 minus x. So you remove remove modulus and keep that 1 minus x. Here normal 1 minus x into dx. Normal integration you have to do for each and every term. Plus integral 1 to 2. Integral 1 to 2 means x is greater than 1, x is less than 2. X is greater than 1. This function mod 1 minus x value is what? X minus 1. So x minus 1 into dx. Now each and every term you have to integrate and then apply the limits. Integral 1 into dx, x, applying the limits 0 to 1 minus integral x dx, x square by 2, applying the limits 0 to 1 plus integral x dx, x square by 2, applying the limits 1 to 2 minus integral 1 into dx, x, applying the limits 1 to 2, which is equal to x is equal to 1, upper limit minus lower limit, 1 minus 0, minus 1 square by 2, 1 by 2 minus 0, plus 2 square by 2 minus 1 square by 2 minus 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 2 square by 2 means 2 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, so minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. Therefore, integral 0 to 2 mod 1 minus x into dx is equal to 1. The next question. Integral 0 to 1 by root 3 minus 2x into dx. So, to evaluate these type of problems, two methods are there. One is formula application method, another one is substitution method. For this question, I am going to do both the methods. First one, formula forming method. See, 3 minus 2x, I am assuming that f of x. Let f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. Then find f dash of x, differentiate with respect to x, dw or dx. F dash of x equal to 3 constant derivative 0, minus 2x derivative is minus 2. In place of 3 minus 2x, if you substitute f of x, 1 by root f of x, it is in the form of integral f dash of x by root f of x. But f dash of x is what here? Minus 2. Minus 2 is not there in the numerator. So what I am doing is, for the given integral, multiplying and dividing by minus 2. Why? Because to get the formula form. So therefore, integral 0 to 1 by square root of 3 minus 2x into dx. This can be written as 1 by minus 2, that means dividing by minus 2. Integral 0 to 1 minus 2 multiplying by minus 2. Multiplying by minus 2, dividing by minus 2. Divided by square root of 3 minus 2x into dx. Now, in place of minus 2 f dash of x, in place of 3 minus 2x f of x, 1 by minus 2, integral 0 to 1 f dash of x divided by root f of x into dx, which is in the form of integral f dash of x by root f of x means 2 root f of x. So now 1 by minus 2 into 2 root f of x, applying the limits 0 to 1. Now 2 get cancelled, minus is there, minus root f of x, that means root 3 minus 2x. Now applying the limits 0 to 1. In place of x, upper limit 1 substitute first. Minus root of 3 minus 2 minus square root of 3 minus 0, which is equal to minus 3 minus 2 is 1, root 1 is 1, minus root 3. Each and every term multiplying by minus, it will become root 3 minus 1. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 by square root of 3 minus 2x into dx is equal to root 3 minus 1. Alternate method, we will see that. Substitution method. Suppose if you do not get idea, multiplying and dividing by 2 minus 2 to get the form of f dash of x by root f of x. So what is the other procedure? Consider integral 0 to 1 by square root of 3 minus 2x into dx. Whenever under root value is there, under root value you can take as t square. So put 3 minus 2x is equal to t square. After completing of this one, t equal to, immediately t value also you can write square root of 3 minus 2x. And x value also make it subject. So minus 2x is equal to t square minus 3. So x is equal to minus dividing by minus 2, t square by minus 2 plus 3 by 2. Now differentiate with respect to x. x derivative is 1 actually, and dx we can take this side now. So minus 1 by 2, t square derivative is 2t into dt. Constant derivative 0, 2 to get cancelled, dx is equal to minus t dt. After that, whenever we are taking assumption, limits will change. Upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit, when x is equal to 1, what is the value of t? T is equal to square root of x is equal to 1, if you substitute root 3 minus 2 is 1. Lower limit, when x is equal to 0, t is equal to x is equal to 0, substituting this, so root 3. Limits will change to root 3 to 1. This value will becomes integral lower limit as root 3, upper limit as 1. So root 3 to 1, in place of dx minus t dt divided by root 3 minus 2x. Root 3 minus 2x is what? T. That is equal to integral root 3 to 1 minus we can take outside dt. What is integral dx? X. Integral dt means t. So, and one more thing, if you want to remove this minus, the limits will interchange. So, better to do that one. So, 1 to root 3 dt. Here, by sign change formula, integral a to b f of x dx equal to minus integral b to a f of x dx. Now, integral dt is t, applying the limits 1 to root 3, which is equal to root 3 minus 1, upper limit minus lower limit. Therefore, integral 0 to 1 by square root of 3 minus 2x into dx is equal to root 3 minus 1. Is anyway, you will get the same answer. But you have to know the two methods. The next question, integral 0 to a root a minus root x whole square into dx. See here, it is in the form of a minus b whole square expansion of a square plus b square minus 2ab. So now, integral 0 to a root a whole square plus root x whole square minus 2 into root a into root x into dx, which is equal to integral 0 to a plus x minus 2 root a into root x. Now each and every time you have to integrate and then apply limits. A constant we can take outside of the integral into dx. So now, otherwise you can write like this, integral 0 to a constant we can take outside dx plus integral 0 to a x dx minus 2 root a constant we can take outside integral 0 to a root x into dx, which is equal to a into integral dx is x, applying the limits 0 to a, plus integral x dx x square by 2, applying the limits 0 to a, minus 2 root a, applying the limit 2 root a, integral root x. Integral root x is what? 2 by 3 into x power 3 by 2. You have to remember that. Integral root x dx is equal to 2 by 3 into x power 3 by 2 plus c. So now 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2 applying the limit 0 to a. So a into a minus 0 plus a square by 2 minus 0 minus 2 root a into 2 by 3, in place of x a power 3 by 2 minus 0. So a square plus a square by 2 minus 2 root a into 2 2s are 4. Directly you can write it as 4 by 3 into root a into a power 3 by 2. A power 3 by 2 also a root a. We can write it as. So now a square plus a square by 2 minus root a into root a is a into a is a square, 4a square by 3. Now take LCM here, 6 LCM. So 6a square plus 3a square minus 8a square. 9a square minus 8a square, which is equal to a square divided by 6. Therefore, integral 0 to a root a minus root x whole square into dx is equal to a square by 6. The next question is very important for 2 marks. Very short answer type question. Integral 0 to pi by 4 secant power 4 theta d theta. First of all, integral 0 to pi by 4 secant power 4 theta can be written as secant square theta whole square into d theta. In the next step, integral 0 to pi by 4 secant square theta into secant square theta d theta. You can write like this. One of the secant square theta you have to write in terms of tan. So here secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. No? So from that secant square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Integral 0 to pi by 4 1 plus tan square theta into secant square theta d theta. Now actual multiplication. So integral 0 to pi by 4 1 into secant square theta, that means secant square theta d theta, plus integral 0 to pi by 4 tan square theta into secant square theta d theta. Integral secant square theta. Integral secant square theta is tan theta, which is equal to tan theta. Applying the limits 0 to pi by 4 plus it is in the form of f of x whole power n into f dash of x into dx. See how it will be. Tan square theta means tan theta whole square. If tan theta is equal to f of theta, whose derivative is there? No, f dash of theta. Here I am mentioning that f of theta is equal to tan theta. Differentiate with respect to x, with respect to theta. F dash of theta equal to secant square theta. So now we are going to apply this formula here. Integral f of theta whole power n into d f dash of theta into d theta is equal to f of theta whole power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. By using this formula, here n is equal to what? 2. So now f of theta is tan theta. F of theta whole power 2 into f dash of theta into d theta. So tan theta whole power 2 plus 1, 3 divided by 3, applying the limits 0 to pi by 4. Suppose if you don't want to apply this formula, what we have to do? Just in place of tan theta you can take as t. Whenever you are taking assumption, limits will change. That headache will be there. That is the reason my advice is you have to apply this formula, better to apply this formula. So now in place of theta pi by 4, tan pi by 4 minus tan 0 plus tan cube pi by 4, that means tan pi by 4 whole cube divided by 3 minus tan 0. Tan pi by 4 is 1 minus 0 plus tan pi by 4 whole cube. Tan pi by 4 is 1. 1 power 3 is 1. 1 by 3. So which is equal to 1 plus 1 by 3. 1 plus 1 by 3 is 4 by 3. 3 plus 1 4. 4 by 3. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 4 secant square theta d theta is equal to 4 by 3. The next question. Evaluate integral 0 to 3 x by root of x square plus 16 into dx. Here, like previous problem, under root value you can take as t square and then differentiate and get the value. Otherwise, here let f of x is equal to x square plus 16. F of x is x square plus 16. Then f dash of x is equal to, that means differentiating with respect to x. X square derivative is 2x and constant derivative is 0. So now, in place of f dash of x here, 2x is there, x is there, 2x is not there. So, this can be written as, to get the formula form, multiplying by 2, dividing by 2 to the given integral. Why we are multiplying and dividing by 2? To get f dash of x by root f of x formula. That is the reason we are multiplying and dividing by 2. Here f dash of x value is what? F of x is equal to x square plus 16. F dash of x is equal to 2x. But 2x is not there in the numerator, x is there. So to get 2x, multiplying and dividing by 2. So 1 by 2 into integral 0 to 3, 2x by root x square plus 16. Which is equal to half into integral 0 to 3 f dash of x divided by root f of x into dx. We know that formula, integral f dash of x by root f of x dx is 2 root f of x. So now 1 by 2 into 2 root f of x. Applying the limits 0 to 3. Here 2 get cancelled. Root, what is f of x here? X square plus 16. X square plus 16. Applying the limits 0 to 3. First, in place of upper limit, in place of x, upper limit 3 substitute. Root 3 square 9 plus 16 minus square root of, in place of x, 0 plus 16, which is equal to root 25 minus root 16. So 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. Therefore, conclusion step, integral 0 to 3 x by square root of x square plus 16 into dx is equal to 1. The next question. Integral 0 to 1 x into e power minus x square dx. This is also substitution method of integration. In earlier classes, we discussed in indefinite integration, substitution method of integration. See here, put x square is equal to t. In this integral, x square equal to t. So differentiate with respect to x. X square derivative is 2x. Equal to dt by dx, cross multiply, so it will becomes dx is equal to dt here. But we want x dx, so 2 we can take this sign. X dx is equal to dt by 2. Whenever you are taking adjunction in definite integrals, limits will change. Whether it is going to change or not, you have to do that whenever you are taking adjunction in the definite integral. First, upper limit. When x is equal to 1, upper limit is 1 there. So x is equal to 1, substitute in this 1 square equal to t. That implies t is equal to 1. Lower limit, when x is equal to 0, t is equal to, x is equal to 0 means 0 square equal to t is equal to 0. So now the given problem, given integral will becomes integral. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. In place of x dx, you have to replace with dt by 2. E power minus p into dt by 2. So 1 by 2 we can take outside. We have the formula integral e power minus x dx is equal to minus e power minus x. Otherwise, generally we can write means integral e power minus ax dx equal to e power minus ax by minus a. If it is indefinite integral plus c it will come, but here we are applying for definite, no, just a dot formula. So 1 by 2 into minus e power minus p, applying the limit 0 to 1. So minus 1 by 2, minus I am taking out. In place of t, upper limit substitute 1. So e power minus 1 minus e power 0, which is equal to minus 1 by 2. E power minus 1 is 1 by e, minus e power 0 is 1. Now minus 1 by 2, take LCM e, 1 minus e. So multiplying each and every term with minus, so it will becomes e minus 1 divided by 2e. 2 into e, 2e, multiplying by minus, minus into minus plus, e minus 1. So therefore, conclusion step, integral 0 to 1 x e power minus x square dx is equal to e minus 1 divided by 2e. The next question, integral 1 to 5 1 by root 2x minus 1 into dx. Here this is also like previous problems. Instead of taking substitution, under root value 2x minus 1, what is the derivative of 2x minus 1? 2. 2 is not there in the numerator. So what we have to do? Multiplying and dividing by 2. So here, instead of let f of x is equal to 2x minus 1, differentiate with respect to x, f dash of x is equal to 2. So 2 is not there in the numerator. Now I am doing multiplying and dividing by 2. 1 by 2 into integral 1 to 5, 2 divided by square root of 2x minus 1 into dx. Now I am going to apply this formula, integral f dash of x divided by square root of f of x into dx, which is equal to 2 root f of x plus c. But here, can leave that. Why? Because definite integral we are applying now. So no need to write here, see. 1 by 2. 2 into square root of 2x minus 1, applying the limits 1 to 5. Here 2 constant you can take outside, 2 by 2, it will be 1. Now in place of x, upper limit you have to substitute now. So root 2x minus 1, applying the limits 1 to 5. Square root of 2 into 5 minus 1 minus square root of 2 into 1 minus 1. So which is equal to root 9 minus, 10 minus 1, root 2 minus 1, root 9 minus root 1. So root 9 is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Therefore, conclusion step, integral 1 to 5, 1 by square root of 2x minus 1 into dx is equal to 2. Thank you dear students. We will meet in the next video with the second bit of 7 bit. Till here, first bit completed. Thank you all for watching my channel. Please do share to your friends and relatives. If you have any doubts regarding this, you can write my in comment box. I will respond. Thank you all. Signing off, Maths with Panindra.